Hi folks, welcome back. I'm Ant, and we are playing that game about Edith Finch, the name of which briefly escapes me. What Remains of Edith Finch, that's the name of it, isn't it? And, as you can see from where we were standing, we've just learned about Walter, who was kind of like a recluse in the family, I guess. Came down into the basement for reasons I can't quite remember in the 1970s, and then lived there right up until 2005, and lived mostly off canned peaches, apparently.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Here we go. And he exited through this tunnel and wandered along some train tracks and got hit by a train, I believe. And that looks kind of strangely distasteful to have a model train in his little shrine area. Right, okay, well this is interesting because there are places left in the house to go, but I guess it wants us to go out first. But I'm going to check behind these curtains because I kind of want to see... Oh, I pulled the curtains and then I looked around. Okay, well it's just pretending to be a an outside scene. So nothing too interesting here. Well, I guess we go down here. Come on, lift, put you back into it. How do we not go down? Does the game not want us to go down now? I don't think the game wants us to go down, because there is no way of climbing down that. Oh no, there is. You just have to approach it from the right angle.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
I don't think Edith is dim enough to walk along some active railway tracks, so I don't think she's going to end up like Walter. Those tomatoes are still there. Here's some rustling.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing, because Edith has continually referenced her mother.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Yeah, she's continuously referenced her mother as having kind of hidden details of the family from her, which is presumably why she's come down here in the first place. Okay, well I guess we follow out the hole that Walter made.
Something that's still alive.
Oh, that was a bit of a drop. Well, this is just far too dark. Oh, there we go.
Now there's only one of us left, or maybe two. I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
That's strange that the rail tracks go down here. I mean, where did that train originally go? And do we get to go back into the house? Guess we follow the path. Well, we've got a nice scenic shot going on here.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
A chair from somewhere up there.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
This feels very like the end of the game, and we've very obviously not explored everybody's stories. Hopefully we'll get a chance to go back into the house and search around a bit more.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Can we go back in this way? Maybe it just wants to go a different way in. But presumably not that. Oh, okay.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
It does feel like we're being railroaded into like some kind of endgame thing.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
All the
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
the budgies around here as well.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery. I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
The new house is pretty cool, if super sketchy. Guess we go
Edie's
back.
side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Which one was Milton again? Was Milton Edith's brother?
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now,
I really like how the text guides you around.
if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Guess we'll go up that way. Perhaps? Oh, there's a ladder. Excellent.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Into
Sam spent
photography.
his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Okay, that's somewhere to potentially go next. What have we got? Family photos. So is he in the military or is he just interested in this stuff? Oh, we're going to find out from that, I guess. Let's have a quick wander around the room first.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
We go. Yeah, we can go that way. K. Was there a K in the family? Yes, there was. I wonder what the leaf is representing there. Airline ticket. K. Finch. Sam's other half. Can we close the door? Is that something we can do? Apparently not. Okay, I guess we read about Sam then. So he was in the Marines. He's got dog tags and a cap and all that sort of stuff. And a wedding ring box, or like an engagement ring box, which was never used.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Can I focus? I can.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Trucks in focus. Where else can we look at?
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
What's in focus this time? Oh,
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be
is it all
fine,
family photos?
Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious.
That's obviously not
Doesn't
it.
being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
That's not it either.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time.
What's that?
Give me a minute
Also,
to check the map.
not something I should be photographing. I assume it's going to advance the... Oh, there we go.
Good eyes, Don.
That was the photo I was supposed to take.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of it.
Where are we looking now? Oh, there we go.
Dad, I...
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to. Great shot, Don!
Good timing on the photograph as well. Slightly tactless.
I'm proud of you, Don.
Oh my word.
Always remember that, okay?
We're now controlling the third person.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
still...
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Huh. It does seem a bit like they're all cursed, doesn't it?
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
I mean, that's a strange way to go. So, hang on, let's... Okay, so that was Dawn that we were talking about there as well. So Sam's daughter was Dawn. Okay. They like their hunting trips. Sam's kit bag thing and a walking stick, I guess. Okay. Back into the crawl space in the side of the house. Meal ready to eat. So more kind of prepping going on. It's very atmospheric.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
So it is quite linear. We are going just from room to room. I kind of expected that you could just wander around the house and go into each room, but oh my words, right, okay. So like kids' room things. It's quite interesting. Presumably climb that pole or slide down it at some stage. So that's something about Baby Gregory, 1976-1977. Yeah. So dorm Yes, 69 to 82 for Gus. It's only 13 years old. Dawn was the only one who... Oh, okay, right. No, I get it. Is Dawn Edith's mother? I didn't really think about that.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Poem for Gus. Well, we'll start with Gregory. What happened to Gregory?
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
It stops the music if you get out of bounds. Oh, we are the frog. Woo! Woo!
Backtime's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
This seems ominous. We are a baby alone in a bath,
Hello?
and we know that this kid died as a baby.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
Why are there things floating in bubbles? Oh. Oh, okay. It's a game. Right, fine.
What his world was like. It reminded me so much of California. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was, he saw.
I don't get what we're supposed to be doing here, but we are the frog. This is very strange.
It sure made him happy.
That's what we're supposed to be doing. I've righted the... Oh, we're the whale now. Oh no, we're not. We're still the frog. Oh, okay. We've got a mission. Oh, so close. Oh, stuck. There we go. Got it. Do we interact with this now?
But I worried about a baby being too happy. I could feel him slipping away.
Oh,
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
oh, frog is still moving. Close. Grab.
I wish you could
That's how we do it.
About the world we saw.
Oh, this obviously is what happens.
There's so much I don't understand. About Gregory. About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. He'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
I kind of figured that was what happened when that little kind of feature started, but yeah, this family is definitely cursed. What's the name again? Dawn. Dawn's thing is empty. Okay, so what happened to Gus? Got a few stories and... okay, let's read.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Moody teenager thing going on. Do we also remove these words? No.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Oh, that's what we needed to do. More words.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined and as a sign held up his middle finger.
We are crashing the kites. I'm very good at this. Oh, more words.
Wind picked up and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Oh, we've got some symbolism going on.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Where's the tent? We're still picking up stuff.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Can't destroy the tent yet. Oh, well that's ominous, isn't it? The lightning. Don't know where I'm supposed to be going with this. What's the I wish that? Oh, we can go over here as well. Oh, now we've got a tent.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
So it wasn't lightning? That was brief.
She never talked about it, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
I don't quite get what like everybody else has been fairly obvious, but did you just get caught up by flying objects in a storm? Right, okay. Raised flag, breakfast quiet time. Something military-esque. Oh, do we have to climb up that? Interesting. Can we punch the punching bag? We cannot. Okay, I guess we climb up the climbing wall.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
It's a cool little space. Dawn. We will read that in a second. India. Yeah, so she married an Indian guy. Fly to India. Copy passport for volunteer centre. College applications. Photo of Dawn there. On a high school badge thing. Okay. Well, let's read this before we go outside anyway.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Oh, we can slide down there, but I'm not going to because I think it wants us to go outside.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
So Lewis was her brother, who died young. How far are we up? Oh, there's still some of the sketchy house left to go. Yeah, a couple more stories of sketchy house. Missing person posters up here as well. Was it Lewis? Oh no, it was Milton. Milton was the brother. Can't go down that way, obviously.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
This is our little garden. Everything's not lasted, as you might imagine. Milton and... Okay, yeah, so she had two brothers, Lewis and Milton, and both died young. Was Dawn growing? Anything interesting?
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Was it Sven who kept on adding levels to the house? That's quite a nice view as well. What have we got?
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Homeschool stuff.
But it didn't last.
Various family members. Lewis rules. Also, she wrote a book as well. Relief effort ends in disaster. Hundreds of relief volunteers are injured or dead after the effects of a second earthquake. Oh, so is that how her husband died? Sanjay. The fact that his little leaf is flying around down there.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Guess we're finding out about Milton now. Oh, well, that's been sealed. 1992 to... Oh, so we don't know if Milton's dead.
The only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Okay. So Milton isn't necessarily dead, but nobody knows where he is. Quite a nice view again. This is a very good looking game, this. So we can get in through the window, but let's have a quick wander around first. That's where we came in from, somewhere over there. Lots of paint everywhere. Okay, let's attempt to break and enter this particular part of the house. Probably shouldn't read too much into the newspapers that are on the floor. Right, castles, which is natural, I suppose. This was designed to look like a fortress or something. Built one out of card or paper or something. Kind of a steampunk airship thing going on. Ah, what does this do? Does the thing rotate? Do we climb up it? We climb up it. Is this glass, or is this just open to the elements? Because I figure all this stuff would have gone long ago. Paint. Oh yeah, it must be glass because it's otherwise that would be hovering. Very vibrant paintboard there. So what do we have for Milton?
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh, it's a flip book. How do we do it? didn't finish it. That was really brief. I mean, that is just Milton disappeared,
I was
isn't it?
4 when Milton disappeared.
Yeah, so Edith would have been the youngest one as well. If they're all siblings, then Lewis being born a whole 11 years before Edith is quite a thing. Okay, well, I think that will be enough for this episode, to be honest. We've learned about... Who have we learned about this episode? Started with Sam, didn't we? So Sam, Gregory, Gus and Milton. So all... no, Sam was obviously an older member of the family, but Gregory, Gus and Milton, all kids who died or disappeared when they were young. Which seems to be a common theme for this family as well. Barbara lasted, what's that, 16 years? Molly only 10 years. Calvin only 11 years. Yeah, not great for this family. But yeah, that will be it for now. If you have been, thank you for watching, and we will catch up more with the seemingly cursed Finch family in a future episode. In the meantime, if you have been, thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Bye!